Resume not getting responses? Stay tuned to this video to find out tips on how to update it so that you can pass through the application tracking system. For the best resume and career transition advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. Are you feeling frustrated because your resume is not translating into interviews? It's possible that employers are not even seeing your resume because it's getting caught in the application tracking system, otherwise known as ATS. This video will help you to successfully pass through the system and get more responses from employers. I've been writing resumes for close to a decade now, and I've helped my clients to clean up their resumes to avoid automatically getting tossed out. Now I'm helping you. Before we dive into how to update your resume to pass through the application tracking system, what exactly is it? It's a recruiting tool to help both large and small employers find the best application matches per job description. As I've mentioned before in other videos and blog posts, employers receive anywhere up to 250 submissions per job posting. That's a lot, and they simply can't go through all of them. So what it does is it helps to collect and store resumes in a database as it compares to a job description that you're trying to fill. It organizes the strongest submissions through rankings and keyword searches in order to give a percentage to determine what submissions best match the job. Sections you'll primarily want to focus on when updating your resume to pass through the application tracking system are the objective or summary statement, the skills section, and your professional experience. In the objective summary section, as well as the skills section, you'll want to update those similarly with the following tips. First, your objective statement is something that describes your position that you're targeting and why you're qualified for the role. The skills section, on the other hand, lists the specifics of your proficiencies. In either case, increasing the searchability in the application tracking system, you can do that by looking at the keywords that you find in the job description. For example, if I'm applying for a sales role and I see that the word results is mentioned often in the job description, I'm going to want to find a way to add that to my resume, especially within these two sections. So for your objective statement, which is optional by the way, you want to mention that you are a person that helps increase results for a company. For the skills section, perhaps you'll mention you're a results-oriented salesperson. Another thing to focus on with these sections are your hard skills as opposed to your soft skills. Hard skills are those that are easily measured. So those are the computer programs that you're proficient in, or it's a marketing skill, event planning, a more tangible skill that can be measured. A soft skill, on the other hand, although equally as important, are those such as communication or hardworking, team player. There's a place for you to mention those in other documents and opportunities in the job search process, but it will not help you to increase your ranking in the application tracking system. Now let's move on to your professional experience, which is really the meat of your resume. The first thing you'll want to do is to directly address the qualifications in the job description that you're looking at. The qualifications more than likely can be found toward the bottom of the job description, and it lists everything that they're looking for in their ideal client or candidate. So for your resume, you'll want to look at, are they looking for someone that has 2 to 3 years of event planning experience? If that's the case, then you'll want to look at your professional experience and make sure that that's heavily highlighted, whether that is you moving that information to one of the first bullets in your professional experience, or where you're speaking more about that particular qualification. Another thing you'll want to do is to focus on the most impactful information in your work experience. So that means don't just add tasks. They're important, and again, there's places in your job search process where you'll highlight that. But in the case of passing through the first phase, which is the application tracking system, you'll want to focus on the most impact. For example, if you have helped to bridge a gap between your department and another department in order to get, a particular project finished, mention that. If you've helped to save money, if you've helped to forge particular relationships, if you've helped to keep up employee morale, which ultimately supported a bigger goal or initiative, that's what you'll want to mention. So focus on impact. Think about like hitting it home, that when someone reads that, they're like, oh yes, this person is effective. That's what you'll want to focus on, as opposed to describing your general functions. Have you found yourself getting very quick rejections to your resume submissions? If so, comment below with your experience, as I'd love to read about how it came about and how you handled it. There's a couple things that I want you to be mindful of as you're updating your resume to pass through the application tracking system. For one thing, don't fudge your experience to try to increase your ranking for the position. Ultimately, you'll have to explain yourself, and you don't want to make up things or exaggerate things or be overwhelmingly great in this one area that just so happens to meet the qualifications for the position. One is unethical, but two, it just won't help you in the long run if you're verbally overcompensating for something that you can't physically do. The other thing to be mindful of is fluffing your resume with the same keyword over and over and over again in order to increase your ranking. Now, it seems smart to do that because when there's more of a keyword in a resume, that will increase your ranking initially. However, as the recruiter pulls this from the system, they'll notice if it's out of context, if it's just extremely redundant, and it'll look like you're trying too hard, and they'll notice. So add the keywords in places that they make sense, and your rankings will go up anyway, but you don't want to have an adverse effect or leave a negative taste in the recruiter's mind or mouth. Now I have shared with you the most important tips in order to tweak your resume to get more responses to your submissions and pass through the application tracking system. However, are you ready to start writing? Check out my other YouTube videos in the series to help you format your resume before you start writing, because it will also help you have a higher ranking in the application tracking system if you have a good, clean format. I'd love for you to continue this conversation with me by joining my Facebook group, From Stagnant Job to Ideal Career, and connect with like-minded professionals that provide positivity and encouragement, which is exactly what you need on your career transition. You can find the link below. If you like this video, please let me know by clicking the like button and subscribing it. Also, share it with your friends who are also in the midst of a career transition. Look forward to seeing you next week.